I thought it might have been this button.
So is it on?
It's off.
No.
It's right. Yeah. Okay, good.
Here. Let's see.
It's thinking.
Oh,
It does that listening unit. There.
testing 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Okay, good. And good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Eveleth Hippodrome for tonight's high school hockey game between the Eveleth-Gilbert Golden Bears and the North Shore Storm. Tonight's game brought to you by G&B Environmental. They specialize in proactive air and water filtration services, HVAC coil protection, cottonwood screening, installation for cooling units, UV light air purification systems, and electrostatic disinfectant spraying for COVID-19 and other contagions. Give them a call today at 1-800-466-2018 or visit gbeenvironmental.com. Minnesota's Twister is a proud sponsor of Up North Hockey, and they wish best of luck to all the players on the season ahead and to have fun. Winning Trading Post is your one-stop shop on the way to the lake. Located 12 miles north of Deer River on Highway 46 by Lake Winnipegosh, Winning Trading Post offers gas, food, bait, propane, and everything in between. Find them on Facebook by searching Winning Trading Post or stop by on your next trip to the lake. Stop by Iron Range Apparel for all your Minnesota-themed clothing and home decor. Located in the Thunderbird Mall, Iron Range Apparel offers lake, cabin, and home decor along with a large variety of apparel. Grab a hockey hoodie for the rink or a winter hat for the cold Minnesota weather. Each item is designed in-house, paying special attention to local history and heritage. Iron Range Apparel offers wholesale pricing and custom screen printing. Find them on Facebook and Instagram or shop online at ironrange.shop. And good luck to all the players. Anthony's Heating, AC, and Refrigeration. For all your heating, air conditioning, and refrigeration needs in the Grand Rapids area, call Tony from Anthony's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Refrigeration at 218-256-1092 or find them on Facebook at Anthony's Heating, AC, and Refrigeration, LLC. And also, the Rink Sports Grill in Eveleth offers casual family dining in a hockey-themed atmosphere. Try one of their daily specials or your favorites from their menu. The Rink Sports Grill offers 8 large screen TVs and 2 10-foot projection screens, so you never have to miss a minute of the game. The rink also offers large and small group seating with meeting areas available. Full menu, limited menu, or buffet. They can cater your event, party, or meeting. That's the Rink Sports Grill at 301 Hattrick Avenue in Eveleth. Check them out today. So the Golden Bears are on the ice, and the North Shore Storm will be coming out here as well. We'll have high school hockey for you on Up North Hockey. And we appreciate the shout-outs that we get during the game, of course, where you're watching from. And a couple shout-outs coming in early. We've got Carson Interhar's grandparents watching from Florida. They say, go Bears and go Carson. And also the Munson clan is assembled and ready to cheer on the Bears. And number 10, Brandon Lynn. Let's go, boys. That's from John and Deb Munson. And, of course, Robin Intihar down in Florida. Of course, a little warmer climates. Watching the game, enjoying the game from Florida as well. So we appreciate you joining our broadcast here tonight. Eric Johns is here with me to do color commentary and for this game. So we're looking forward to that as well. I mean, he did his job. All right. You'll have to run camera, I guess.
Yeah, it's not the
Nobody's coming. All right. We are just about set to go. Lineups are in the place. Both teams will do our best that we can. I'll do our best we can with our lineups tonight. Both teams, Eveleth and North Shore, both have players out of the lineup tonight. So some last-minute changes made this afternoon, and we found about those tonight here at the rink. So we will get, again, we'll do the best we can with those lines for both teams. But we know the starting line for the Golden Bears is the same as our last game. Brandon Lynn, Cooper Matson, and Brett Oakland up front. And we are underway as the Golden Bears send it into the North Shore end. And the Swanson picking up behind the net. No, helped out by number 8 in there. Ryder McMillan back behind the net to help out. And McMillan has it. He'll move it around, trying to get it out. The Gold Bears putting on a tough forecheck up front to keep the puck in the Storm's end. And moving it out to center ice, dumped in by the Storm. And it's going to be picked up by Skelton over on the other side. Sent ahead to Brandon Lynn. Lynn brings it across the blue line. Lynn with a shot right on. And Ryan Bilbin has his first save of the game.
Yeah, it's a good start to the game here so far. From the sounds of it, we didn't really know what to expect. Sounds like both teams are missing a few players tonight. And kind of watching that JV game, North Shore beat Eveleth 6-1. And most of the play was in the Eveleth zone. But Eveleth only had 3 guys on the bench for the first 2 periods. And then they had, 6 for the last 2. But it should be a really interesting game tonight. Hopefully it's a real good game. Get some goals going here.
Yeah, it would be fun. Last time we did Eveleth-Gilbert, we didn't see them score any goals, and we didn't see Hibbing Chisholm score any goals on that one as well. 0-0 tie, but that was still a fantastic game that we did last Friday night. As the continuous play, the Golden Bears have it, and they're rolling down to the ice. And moving ahead is number 3. I don't have him on my sheet. Evan Skelton for the Golden Bears. And turn back the other way comes the Storm. It's Nate Bilbin trying to bring it in here. Nate's, of course, got his brother, Ryan, is the goaltender of the North Shore Storm. And sent back into the Storm end. And picked up by number 28, Carter Zabraki sends it back into the Golden Bears end, but it is in for an icing.
Well, looks like that's typical. My first game back in a long time after not playing hockey. Or I came here and I did the same thing that guy did. He tried to get in the box, and he couldn't get in there. He fell.
Yeah.
I did the same thing coming out. I fell.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, those boards are tough to climb
Tricky.
over sometimes. Sent back in by Ryder McMillan behind the net. Is picked up now by Zabrocki. Zabrocki trying to hold it in as the Gold Bears Leet is back there as well as Troutwine. And Troutwine behind the net moves it around, gets it over on the other side to Skelton. And they'll sent back in by the Storm. Swanson sends it back into the Golden Bears end. Picked up by Troutwine now. Troutwine gets it ahead. And moving on through is Cooper Grahek sends it into the... Held in by Lind. He sends it around the back of the boards. Got 14:07 just underway here at the historic Eveleth Hippodrome. No score between the Golden Bears and the Storm. And sent in shot on goal by Evan Skelton. Bears will try to keep it in the Storm zone. Lind will bring it in. He loses control. Picked up by Oakland now. Gets it to Lind. And the Storm are going to come out with it as McMillan. McMillan trying to get over on the other side, over to his forward, but couldn't complete the pass. Now it's behind the net, picked up by the Golden Bears. Moving around is Tommy Schlottick. Schlottick has it at center ice. He'll retreat back in his own end. Take away now by the Storm moving in as Wesley Beck. He gets ridden off the play. Now Cooper Matson sends it over on the other side. Skelton and Delich in there for the Golden Bears. Schlottick gets it over to his defensive partner. Over to Skelton. He'll send it in. Skelton on the line. Keeps it in for the Bears. And this is Troutwine. His shot goes over the top of the net. Skelton holds it in over on the other side. Good job by Skelton to hold that puck in. North Shore gets it out, but the Antahar has it over to Troutwine. Troutwine sends it behind the net. Picked up by Antahar now. Antahar behind the net. Now it's picked up by 18 Bilbin. And now over to Stadler. He'll send it across ice over on the other side. To number 20, which is Sully Tikkanen. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. Has the Bears move it back in with Troutwine. Troutwine moving around, gets blocked down. Sent in by the Bears by number 29. That's Leet. And now Leet picks it up at center ice. Leet will try to bring it back into the North Shore and turn back the other way. Comes number 20 back with it. Sully Tikkanen. And there's a chance down low for the Storm moving around. Nice chance for Cooper Levander. And Andrew Terrell with the save.
You know, folks, so we know we're trying to figure out how to, we think the video and the audio aren't synced together. We're trying to figure out how to do that. We don't know exactly what the problem may be. Never had that happen before. So we'll try to figure it out, but we're going to continue on what we're doing, do the best we can.
Yeah, it's surprising with this. We haven't had that issue in this rink before. So,
you know, they got that live barn here too, so I don't know if that that interferes with what we're doing or not. But
yeah, I don't think that has anything to do with it.
I wouldn't think so.
Sent in Terrell with the...
The video is behind about 10 seconds, it says.
Okay. All right, well, we can make some adjustments here, but the adjustments will have to be made probably after the period. If we get a quick whistle break, we could try to do something that might help as Brandon Lynn sends it over the top of the net. Skelton over on the other side sends it wide of the net. And now Schlottick has it and sent back in by Oakland. Oakland behind the net, picks up by Matson. Back to Schlottick, sends it in the corner, gets deflected through. Lynn keeps it in. Skelton over on the other side. Shot goes wide of the net. Golden Bears putting some pressure here now with 10:05 left here in period number 1. Lynn has it behind the net. Lynn working it around. And shot in front. Bilbin's got that for that save there. Matson trying to knock that loose puck away. The Storm are going to come out with it and fire it out by the Storm for an icing. Well, all I can say is I hope that it'll catch up. The two will catch up together. Sent back in by the Golden Bears. We are on. We're using 4G here tonight. There's no Wi-Fi in this building available, and we're using 4G. So you're kind of with get what you get. So, I mean, that's about it, Eric. I mean,
I just sent a message out to try to get some information from somebody to find out how we can fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. The only thing I would know to do is to start the whole thing over again.
Yeah, I don't know if that's. I don't know if that would change anything or not, but possibly.
After this period, maybe we can try that and see what happens.
And Troutwine sends it wide of the net as the Golden Bears will keep it in with Evan Skelton. And now the Troutwine has it, fires it in, goes wide of the net. Set in, shot, goal! I think that Evan Skelton's going to get credited with this one unless it got tipped in front. Which in case would be Carson Intihar would be the goal scorer for the Golden Bears. But as we stand, the Golden Bears have a 1-0 lead. Seven minutes and 50. So Carson Intihar with the goal for the Golden Bears, putting them up at 1-0. That goal coming at 9:58. Sounds like our stream is back in sync again, or pretty close. So Intihar we'll have to go down and see who got the assist on that goal. Because I could not hear the PA with a headset on.
I was trying to get some info.
Yeah.
On the camera.
We're trying to get technical support, help, and we're trying to do about three things at the same time. This Schlottick has a chance to play at it at center. Now Grahek fires it back into the Storm end, and it's going to be an icing. Well, some big games on in Minnesota hockey tonight. Obviously, Hermantown Grand Rapids is probably the number one game of the night. And we got Minnetonka, Duluth East. That's going on as well. Greenway, Virginia, Mount Iron Beal in a key Iron Range Conference game. Eric?
That's a very key game. Right now, Hibbing is ahead of the IRC with a 3-0 and I think 3-0-1 mark, where Greenway is 2-1-1. Virginia, I think they're 2-1-1. So it is a big game. Tomorrow night's game, Greenway Hibbing, is going to be a huge game.
Right? Yeah, exactly. And we'll have that for you tomorrow night, 7 o'clock from the Hibbing Memorial Arena. Fired in by Troutwine, shot right on, and good save by Ryan Bilbin. He's been busy in this first period.
And our counterpart, Blake Mortensen, he's doing the Greenway Virginia game tonight in Coleraine. He's doing the game by himself. He's got Hunter Hillman running the camera for him, which was real enjoyable. I appreciated Hunter the other night. It was really, really enjoyable to actually have somebody running the camera so I could just do color. People think it's funny you can't do both at the same time. I don't know. I thought I was smarter than that, but evidently it's tougher than I thought.
It's tough. It's tough to film and do color commentary at the same time.
But you get lost when you want to say something. You watch the camera, then the camera's looking at the other end of the rink, and then you forget what you're saying. And so, if there's anybody out there that ever's in a rink and they see this and they see we need help, well, come up, and if you want to run a camera, we sure would appreciate it.
So Cooper Matson sends it across over on the other side. The Golden Bears will try to keep it in with Brad Oakland. That comes back out as Evan Skelton is going to send it across ice over to Matson. Matson back to Troutwine, up to Matson now. Matson brings it across the blue line, makes a nice move. Matson still in there, fires it into the corner, into Neil Leet. And now Matson gets it back to the point, and Schlottick not able to hold it in. And sends it over on the other side to Gavin Skelton, and he'll fire it into the North Shore end.
I'll try to keep people updated on the scores, what's going on tonight around the thing. But right now I got an update from Hermantown. Grand Rapids Thunderhawks 1, Hermantown 0.
Okay, so
not sure who scored the goal, but I'll try to figure it out and get some information to people.
That's a big lead right away for the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks down in Hermantown.
Blake and I did that game the other night in Grand Rapids between Brainerd, and Brainerd scored a goal right away. And Grand Rapids come back and tied it up. Brainerd scored again. Grand Rapids had only been down one time to Hill Murray, 1-0 earlier in the year. But the first goal was tipped in from 3 feet high. The next goal, Brainerd made a beautiful play and scored a goal. But then after that, Grand Rapids was tested. And they came back and they got 3 power play goals right after that. So they stayed 7-0. But tonight's game is going to be a good one.
Over on the other side is Antar trying to get it, moving it through center, and all picked up by Gavin Skelton. Fires it right in on Bilbin. Another shot. 5:18 to go here, period number 1. The Golden Bears have that early lead in the game, 1-0. That's where we stand in this historic hockey arena. Always a treat to come here. Just too bad with the way things are, you'd have a little better crowd in here if you didn't have the COVID things going on. So Carson Antar wrong. The boards as a Storm. We're going to turn it back the other way. Coming through is number 17. I don't have him on my sheet. Oh, boy. 17 is Grayson Peterson, another player that they brought up and added here. Is sent wide of the net by Lind. Back behind the net is Troutwine. Now the Storm are going to turn it back around the other way as Lind will knock it back into the corner. Fired over on, bring it up here is Tikkanen. Tikkanen gets it back to number 28. That's Zabrocki. Tikkanen behind the net. He'll pick up that loose puck. Centers it out front. Here's a chance for the Storm. Sent wide of the net by Lucas Stadler. They're probably their best scoring chance of the game, or one of their better scoring chances behind the net now, is picked up by Ryder McVillan. And it comes out to center. Tikkanen's going to have it, and he'll send it back towards, it's picked up by Brandon Lind now. Lind in all by himself. Lind shot! Rebound. Evan Skelton sends it back into Troutwine. Troutwine centers it in front for Leet, and Leet just couldn't catch that pass going through. Leet now with it. And now Cooper Matson's going to pick it up. Matson moving around. Matson will swing it back to Schlottick. Schlottick into Matson. Matson sends it towards the net. Blocked down. Rebound. Skelton over on the other side. Oakland had a chance to go back in. Just couldn't get to it.
Smart puck play by the Golden Bears right now. They're not just throwing it away. They're kind of looking for that man. Matson, he looked real hard to try to get that wide pass, and he couldn't find it.
As sent back in. Skelton back to point and dump back in by the Bears Leet. Schlottick slends it into the corner and it's going to be picked up by 13. He'll knock it out. That's Errol Wallen of the Storm. Skelton sends it back in. And it's almost picked up by the Bears coming through and sent back out into the Bears' end. At 2:18 left here, period number 1. The Bears with a 1-0 lead. Over on the other side, and Grahek gets it over to Nick Kyander. And the Storm turn it back the other way with Lucas Stadler. Now behind the net, the Storm wheeling around. As picked up now by... There's a fight for that loose puck as dumped back in by the Bears. Delich catches the pass. Shot right on. Good save for Bilbin there. Delich put a nice shot on Bilbin, and he turned that one aside. Back on the other side, 28, Zabrocki with a chance for the Storm. All picked up by Levander. He'll send it across ice. Bears will make a line change. Stadler. And dumped back in by the Bears. Little backhand shot by Cooper Levander. And a save by Bilbin. Coming up in a minute left here in our period number 1. Minute 6 left here. In a very fast-moving first period. Troutwine behind the net. Troutwine is going to bring it all the way on the other side. Troutwine with a shot on. Save Bilbin. Loose puck up front. But Bilbin made that save. Troutwine going end-to-end there. Almost scored.
You know, that was one of those plays where he just did right there was he kind of just came in towards the net. He knew he wasn't going to be able to make the get the shot, so he kind of just let the puck roll off the heel of the stick, and it almost completely confused the goalie for the North Shore, and he was able to stop it just by inches.
Troutwine sends it wide of the net. And Evan Skelton holding it on the other side. Brandon Lynn to help out with Cooper Matson. There's a fight for that loose puck. Brandon Lynn comes away with it. And now it is the Storm. But Matson takes it away. Matson out front. Nice chance for Cooper Matson. As Brandon Lynn was planted out front. Back to Troutwine. Troutwine holding it in. Sends it in. Over the top, nice right shot, right on by Oakland. Great save by Bilbin. So Bears looking good here in the first period. It's only a 1-0 game, but the Bears have had the bulk of the chances here.
They have, and they're out shooting North Shore 20-6 right now. I remember the first game we were here. I think that was the other way. Hermantown was out shooting them 20-6.
Yeah.
But no, Eveleth is playing really good hockey right now. They're playing smart hockey, taking the chances. The goalie for North Shore's made some really nice saves.
And shot on by Brandon Lynn, and that goes into the back of the net. Nice shot from Brandon Lynn. He's, the games that we've seen them play, Brandon Lynn has really impressed me for the Bears. And he's got the Bears up 2-0 with 5.6 seconds left.
You know, that was smart. I watched him take 3 shots earlier before that, and I was going to make the comment, I'd have him shoot the puck 100 times because every time he shot the puck, it's went over the net. That one, he got it in the net, so that was a nice job by Brandon Lynn.
Shot over the top of the net, and that's going to do it for period number 1.
You know, when we talk about this, I get some stats here real quick on Brandon Lynn. He's got that's his 3rd goal, 3 assists, and now he's got 6 points on the season. So, they just got to keep plugging away. These guys do. They got a great gritty hockey team. I know they're down a few guys tonight, but I think they're doing really good. So there's a lot of good hockey being played right now. They just got to keep in the grind. And I see that the score in Grand Rapids, Hermantown has tied it up now.
Okay. So, we'll get the scoring of that first goal. The last goal was Brandon Lynn and a single assist from Nick Troutwine. That goal coming at 16:55 for the Golden Bears. So we'll get that here in between periods. for you. We know the first goal for the Golden Bears was scored by Carson Intihar. That goal, I believe that time of that goal was 7:58, if I wrote that down right. G&B Environmental specializes in proactive air and water filtration services, HVAC, coil protection, cottonwood screening, installation for cooling units, UV light air purification systems, and electrostatic disinfectant spraying for COVID-19 and other contagions. Give them a call today at 1-800-466-2018 or visit gbenvironmental.com. Minnesota's Twister is a proud sponsor of Up North Hockey, and I wish best of luck to all the players on the season ahead and to have fun. Winnie Trading Post is your one-stop shop on the way to the lake. Located 12 miles north of Deer River on Highway 46 by Lake Winnipegosh. Winnie Trading Post offers gas, food, bait, propane, and everything in between. Find them on Facebook by searching Winnie Trading Post or stop by on your next trip to the lake. Stop by Iron Range Apparel for all your Minnesota-themed clothing and home decor. Located in the Thunderbird Mall, Iron Range Apparel offers lake, cabin, and home decor, along with a large variety of apparel. Grab a hockey hoodie for the rink or a winter hat for the cold Minnesota weather. Each item is designed in-house, paying special attention to local history and heritage. Iron Range Apparel offers wholesale pricing and custom screen printing. Find them on Facebook and Instagram or shop online at ironrange.shop. And good luck to all the players. For all your heating, air conditioning, and refrigeration needs in the Grand Rapids area, call Tony from Anthony's Heating and Air Conditioning and Refrigeration at 218-256-1092 or find them on Facebook at Anthony's Heating, AC, and Refrigeration, LLC. And the Rink Sports Grill app for Eveleth offers casual family dining in a hockey-themed atmosphere. Try one of their daily specials or your favorites from the menu. The Rink Sports Grill offers 8 large screen TVs and 2 10-foot projection screens, so you never miss a minute of the game. The rink also offers large and small group seating and meeting areas available, full menu, limited menu, or a buffet that can cater your event, party, or meeting. That's the Rink Sports Grill at 301 Hattrick Avenue in Eveleth. Check them out today. And the official scoring on that first goal for the Golden Bears, number 5, Carson Intihar, and he got the single assist from Evan Skelton. That goal coming at 7:58. Again, the Golden Bears got the second goal from number 10, Brandon Lind. Single assist from Nick Troutwine. That goal at 16:55. After one period of play, it is the Eveleth-Gilbert Golden Bears 1 and the North Shore Storm 0. We'll be back with second period action coming your way next here on Up North Hockey. All right, welcome back to Eveleth. Second period just about to get underway here as both teams back on the ice. Again, a 2-0 lead for the Golden Bears after one period of play. And Eric's just getting back online here. We checking on some of the other games in between periods. Of course, the big one down in Hermantown tonight. Last score we had in that was 1-1 there. Grand Rapids and Hermantown in that one. So that's
1-1 after the first.
That's after one period of play. Obviously, a biggest game probably in the state of Minnesota here tonight.
See, there's a lot of people from Florida watching us tonight.
Yeah, much warmer temperatures. We'll try to get some of those shout-outs in here as we progress through the evening. We thank you for sending those shout-outs in here.
Carson Intatar's grandpa watching from down there.
And sent back behind the net is the Storm out front, trying to make a play right away early on this period. The Storm will try to keep it in here as Cooper Matson has it. Brings it through center back in. Matson leaves it to Oakland. Back over to Matson. Matson will send it back over the point to Skelton. And now the Storm are going to turn it back the other way. Here's a chance for number 18 in there. Chance for Nate Bilbin. Gets ridden off the play. Cooper Matson sends it across ice over to Oakland. Oakland moves it around. He'll bring it behind the net. Matt's in there to help out. And now the Storm will knock it out with Wesley Beck, but it is out of play here.
You know, I watched this Eveleth team when they played against Hermantown. We knew we were coming into that game they were going to be outmatched. And then I watched them play in Greenway the first game of the year. They have a bunch of really gritty players. This is the first time I've ever seen anything with North Shore. And watching that JV game, I don't know what they have for numbers. Their roster doesn't look much bigger than, Eveleth. But they're a real gritty team as well. They hit well. They move the puck well. And now we're going to get a really good chance for slowed it up.
Zabrocki just couldn't get to it there. Good chance for the Storm. And moving around in front was Ryan McMillan. McMillan has it. He'll send it back into the Golden Bears end. And in there to get to Zabrocki. Zabrocki will take it away. He'll get into McMillan. McMillan now with a chance. Go! Number 20, Sully Tikkanen has put the North Shore Storm on the board.
Yes, there's not much Terrell could do for that one. I mean, that was a beautiful play. Eveleth turned the puck over, and Tikkanen was left wide open off to the side of the net, and he put it right directly in the middle of the net up high. What a beautiful play. Makes it 2-1 in favor of the Eveleth Golden Bears over to the North Shore Storm. Shots now are 22-7 in favor of the Golden Bears with 15:25 left in the second period.
So Tikkanen is going to get credited with that goal, and that was a dandy goal by Sully Tikkanen. So that tightens the game up here. 1-goal game, 15-10 goal to go here in second period. Carter Zabrocki with the first assist, and then there was one more assist in there on the goal, which I could not hear. Troutwine over on the other side. Troutwine shot and knocked in by Brett Oakland. He got that rebound. Rebound sent out or left by Bilbin, and Brett Oakland put it home. So that makes it a 2-goal game again here.
Yeah, that didn't take them long. I said it just a minute ago. this Eveleth Golden Bear team's got a lot of grit, and they don't give up. They came back right away, got the puck down in the storm zone, was able to move the puck around quite well, took a shot, and Oakland was wide open and was able to put it in the net.
I don't know. And yeah, so Oakland gets that goal, and that's going to be an icing assessed against the Golden Bears here.
Yeah, between periods next time, I'll. Seems like the Wi-Fi is not real quick here even sometimes, but I'll try to get some updates on some of these scores around the area. You know, I know Duluth East playing Minnetonka tonight.
And sent behind the net. That's going to be an icing too, trying to break that forward out front for the Golden Bears, but not able to do that there. And Oakland, Troutwine, and Evan Skelton is what I got out of that. Brandon Lind over on the other side trying to send it back over to Oakland. Trying to make a play in front, and the Storm will try to regroup and get it out, and picked up by Ryder McMillan. McMillan's shot goes up on a play, face-off inside the blue line.
You know, some of these players for Eveleth, really, really good hands. You know, they smart hockey. They get down in there, and you know when you're playing against a team that's kind of evenly calibrated, as the Storm are, a lot of guys that catch themselves canceling each other out. They get open, then these guys are so fast both sides that they can't get away.
Storm trying to hold it in as Cooper Grahick is going to get out for the Golden Bears back into the Storm end. Now picked up by Stadler. Now Grahick sends it back. And a fight for the loose pucks. Tikkanen has that. Tikkanen backhands it out of the zone. Picked up by Zabraki trying to pick it up. And now the Golden Bears have it with Skelton. Sends it over on the other side to Schlottick. Schlottick moving through center ice. And he's going to bring it in. Schlottick loses a puck but regains it. Gets back to Grahick. It'll come out. Over on the other side, race for it. Skelton has it. That is Gavin Skelton. He'll leave it over on the other side for Grahick. And shot in on goaltender Andrew Terrell.
You know, it's one of those games. There's nobody's really kind of put the pressure on, stayed there for a long period of time. It's kind of been up and down the ice a little bit. You know, the momentum changes a little bit. I think they catch guys on the ice, get a little bit tired, and move out there. I know the goalie for both these teams have faced 200-plus shots this season, this early in the season.
Yeah, they certainly have been busy goaltenders over on the other side as Antahar will bring it back in for the Golden Bears. Antahar, and now behind the net, the Golden Bears centering pass out front. Had 9 out front, Cooper Levander, and just couldn't make the play. Back the other way comes the Storm, and Nate Bilbin's shot just goes up and out of play. Golden Bears got that lead back, but North Shore's been playing, I think, overall the Storm have had a lot more opportunities here in this second period.
They really have. They've come down, and I know I go back to it. I can't preach enough. I think it's because I miss the net so much. If these kids could hit the net, there'd be 50 shots apiece in this game.
Right. Ryder McMillan had a chance there driving towards the front of the net as Troutwine get it over to Antahar, and they'll send it out by Delich. Delich gets it out to center ice. Delich will bring it in. Delich cross ice pass. Antahar in front. Delich trying to reach for that rebound, and Tikkanen is going to get out for the Storm. Cross ice. And it goes into the ceiling and out of play.
You know, right there, just that sense of Tikkanen's vision on the ice. He knew he couldn't pass it through the Eveleth guys. He was going to flip it open over, and he had a guy breaking on the far side, and it just hit the rafters. But, I mean, that was smart thinking in hockey not to get all panicky. And, I preached it the other night to people, the guys that don't panic, defensemen for Eveleth have done it. If you can't find a play to get it out of the zone with the pass, skate it out of the zone.
And set back bin by Schlottick. And Brandon Lind behind the net. Lind keeps it over to Matson. Now taken away by the Storm. That's Swanson. And up to Tikkanen. Tikkanen trying to cross-ice pass over to Zabrocki. Zabrocki trying to hold it in. And the Bears will come it out with Schlottick over to Matson. Matson sends it. And now to center ice, picked up by Oakland. Oakland will bring in. Oakland has Lynn going in with him, but takes a shot on. And Bilbin with the save there. Brandon Lynn picks it up. Lynn moving it in, trying to make a play. Lynn behind the net. Wheels up front to Oakland. Now Matson has it. Back to Schlottick. Schlottick into Oakland, and the Storm will send it in offside, or icing, as they call.
That was one of the rare ones where the Storm, they got kind of stuck in their zone and they couldn't get the puck out. So they did ice the puck. But, right now I look at some of the stats they got for the Eveleth, they're 1, 2, and 3. They've had 3 ties this year. And Andrew Terrell, he's got 3 shutouts this year. Excuse me. I take that back. He's been 1-goal games.
And sent in is a hard-working Nate Bilbin, trying to make a play as he diving towards the ice. Great chance for Bilbin there, hard-working by Bilbin. As Troutwine sends it back in for the Golden Bears. Troutwine shot gets blocked down. Nice block down by the Storm there. That's Bilbin on that. As Lynn sends it over, shot on. Bilbin might have got a piece of that. And the Storm will move it back out. Here's a chance, just too far for Cody Costley of the Storm there. Otherwise, that'd have been a break.
Yeah, exactly. I talked about how many shots on goal Andrew Terrell has faced up to this point in the season. 234 shots.
Wow.
His goals against, he's let 21 goals in. And that's not a lot. They've had a lot of low-scoring games. Maybe that Hermantown game was by far the most goals he's let in all year, and he played a great game. He had, 50 saves?
Yeah, 50-plus saves in that game. He had 41 in against the Hibbing Chisholm on Friday night. And that 0-0 thrilling overtime tie. It's like a lot of people say, well, how can a 0-0 game be exciting? I mean, but it was. It was a great played game. Both teams had great opportunities, and Andrew Terrell and Evan Red. I am sorry.
It happened.
Let me get my thoughts together, and I'll redo that later on. Oh boy, I hope nobody from Hibbing's watching, because they're going to say, what? As it is sent over to Nick Troutwine and to Antahar. And behind the net, 9:12 to go here in second period action. It is 3-1 Golden Bears. And sent wide of the net by Cooper Levander. And the Storm are going to send it back into the
Call no icing on that.
There no icing there. Must have been touched through, but we're going to get a whistle stoppage of play here with 8:44. Going back to the Hibbing game, Andrew Terrell had 41 saves. Braden Boyer of Hibbing Chisholm had 38 saves in that game. That was just a fun game.
Yeah,
I mean both goalies played phenomenal.
Yes.
I mean, it was hard for me to pick. I picked Andrew Terrell as the player of the game, but it was hard for me not to give a player of the game to Braden Boyer. Braden Boyer is a sophomore. Andrew Terrell is a senior. But I thought that Hibbing Chisholm had the bulk of the chances during overtime, and they had the bulk of the chances late in the third period, I thought. And the Golden Bears did have some opportunities, but I thought the goalie that was tested the most late in the game, and that was Andrew Terrell. But certainly not taking any away from Braden Boyer. Played excellent for the Blue Jackets on the other end. And it is controlled by the now I got myself saying the Blue Jackets here. Bears back to Skelton. Skelton's shot gets blocked down, and the Storm will send it out.
Well, here's one for you, Randy. I've done, over the years, I've only done radio for Grand Rapids. That's all I've ever done. And, now, this year, I'm doing everybody. In the beginning of the year, I knew all the players from Grand Rapids. I did all their games last year. And coming into this year, it's like I called them Grand Rapids. I had to stop and think. That's not an orange jersey.
Right, yeah. Yeah, it's tough for you to just make that transition quickly. So the Storm
to do anything quick.
Over on, sent wide of the net by Troutwine. Over on the other side, sent in by Evan Skelton. And the Storm will come out here. Brandon Lynn's going to pick it up here with Troutwine. Over on the other side, Skelton. Back to Troutwine. And now taken away, turned by Ryder McMillan. Back into the Storm end. Picked up now by number 21. That's Jacob Markhausen. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Behind the net. As picked up by Swanson. Chance down low as Bilbin going to quickly make that save. As the Brandon Lynn breaking in for the Golden Bears there.
Seen a lot of low-scoring games this year. Seen a lot of overtime games this year. And for high school hockey, there have been some really, really big hits, in hockey this year. We have an update from Hermantown now. It's the update is the Thunderhawks 2, Hermantown 1 in the second period.
Fantastic game between two undefeated teams in the state of Minnesota.
I'm watching this on the monitor here, and I'll tell you what, it looks way fast.
And now sent back in by Troutwine. His shot just goes wide of the net. Picked up on the other side to Evan Skelton. He'll send it in. Shot, goal! And number 29, I believe, is going to get credited with that one in front. And that goal belongs to Neil Leet for the Golden Bears. That could be, I'm not sure, but that could be his first varsity goal.
You know what? Right there, that is a hard puck to catch up with. The puck was thrown in from the defenseman, and all 29 did was turned and swept it, kept it moving. I don't think the goalie had a chance. It was in the net before he actually reacted. Very nice play.
So Neil Leets put the Golden Bears up 4-1 here in the second period. Tikkanen now has it. Tikkanen will send it ahead to Bilbin, Nate Bilbin. Schlottick turning it back in for the Golden Bears. Schlottick sends over and dumped back in by Golden Bears. Nick Kyander touched it. And the Storm trying to keep it back in. Shot right on. Nice hard shot from Arrow Wall and back in the point. And great opportunity in front. Nate Bilbin was out front as well. 6:14 left. And now it is at center ice, picked up by Schlottick. He'll fire it back into the Golden Bears end, or the Storm end. And now it is Skelton, sent it wide of the net. Held in by Intihar. Intihar working it around. Now back to Schlottick here as picked up by Skelton. Over on the other side is Intihar has it. Intihar working it in. And now the Storm are going to bring it out with Tikkanen. Tikkanen over on the other side as Schlottick picks it up. Schlottick getting over on their side to Skelton. And sent back in for the Golden Bears with 5:15 left here in period number 2. And this is Oakland. Oakland moving it in. Oakland trying to get it to Cooper Matson out front. Lynn has it. He'll wheel it back to Skelton. Skelton shot right on, gets through traffic, and Ryan Bilbin has another save.
You know, that was nice to see because early in the year, Brandon Lynn tried to take those shots at that bad angle. Goalie's down. He was very smart there, and he was able to bring it back to the defenseman, and the defenseman was able to get a nice clean shot, and the goalie was able to make a save. But that's the patience that I think teams learn as the season goes on. And I noticed that Brandon Lynn is really starting to pick that up, is just patience. Good hockey player as it is, but the patience he's starting to learn.
North Shore is going to take their timeout here. And it's not, I mean, at this point, it's a good time to take a timeout, I think. You're
Very
down
good
by
time.
3, and just give your players, you got a shorter bench tonight with some players out for the Storm, and just give your kids a chance to rest and regroup.
Yeah, I definitely, I don't think timeouts are just necessarily meant to be taken at the end of a situation.
No. That's the biggest misconception of a timeout.
Yes.
People are saying, save your timeouts until the end of the game when it's, and this obviously is a 3-goal difference, but save your timeout till 2 minutes left or 3 minutes left. And here's a great example. I'm in North Dakota, watching North Dakota St. Cloud State play college hockey. Dean Blaze was the head coach of the North Dakota Fighting Sioux at that time. It was 2-0 in the first 3 minutes of the game. 2-0. Dean called a timeout for North Dakota.
Yep.
Guess what?
They came back and won the game.
North Dakota never gave up a goal after that timeout.
Yeah. That's all it takes.
I think they won the game like 5-2 or something like that. It was just great comeback. And another game I'll talk about, a timeout that wasn't used and a timeout that was used. This comparison in the differences there.
Yep.
And I've got another great example there. Sent back over on the other side by the Golden Bears and touched, but it is offside. So the semifinals back in Grand Rapids between International Falls and Hibbing. Hibbing was down in that game, I don't know, they were trailing by 3 goals. It was early in the first period, and they called a timeout. Hibbing never gave up a goal after that. Cooper Matson brings it back in for the Golden Bears. Matson into Lind. It's not always going to work out that way, but in those cases, they were great timeouts used when they should have been used, and they were used early in the game. Another one was the Falls was down 3-0 against Hibbing early in the first period in the semifinals again, because the International Falls and Hibbing played like 3 straight years in the semifinals, and Falls couldn't beat them, but they're down 3-0, and there was no timeout called. It was early in the period. You could have called a timeout and maybe settled your kids down, but like I said, the timeout doesn't have to be used in the last 2 minutes of the game.
Nope, does not.
Shot in, nice chance for Lucas Stadler of the Storm as well.
Scores 4-1 in favor of the Eveleth Golden Bears. Shots 31-13 in favor of the Golden Bears. 4:07 left in the game. The game has been back and forth. I think at points, Eveleth has probably had the most control of this game, but then the North Shore, they show some spots where they're going to dominate for a little bit.
Schlottick now with it, back in his zone on the ice, gets it over Antahar. That's Carson Antahar. He'll send it ahead to Cooper Levander. Levander will bring it in, shot on wide of the net, but Bilbin is going to make that save. 3:47 to go. 4-1 Golden Bears over the Storm, and which you just said our score like not even 20 seconds ago.
Wow. Somebody asked me, so that's why I mentioned it.
Yeah.
Throw it
Now
in
we
there.
said it twice.
And I'll update the Hermantown Grand Rapids game. The score now is 2-2. Hermantown just got a nice goal, tied the game up.
There's a battle there. As this is Skelton. Trying to get it ahead to Antahar. And I'll turn back in with Cooper Levander. Levander's shot right on, just goes wide of the mark. I'm not sure if Bilbin got a piece of that or not, but it's going to be brought up by Zabraki now. Zabraki has Tikkanen with him. Gets it to Tikkanen. Tikkanen trying to make a move down here. Zabraki picks up that loose puck and trying to get it back to Tikkanen. And now picked up a Levander. And now Schlottek has it. He'll send it over on the other side to Gavin Skelton. To Antahar. Trying to be pressured by Ryder McMillan. Trying to put some pressure on for the Storm. Sent back in. Tikkanen trying to backhand it back in the zone. Schlottek has it. Schlottek brings it across the blue line. Schlottek is going to be in. Takes a shot on. Bilbin is going to make the save. 2:49. Tommy Schlottek. Nice chance for him there.
Nice chance. Come in. The rest of his teammates took a change. He brought the puck in. Instead of just throwing it in and taking the change, he was able to get around the North Shore players, defenders, and was able to try to put it up over the gloved shoulder of the goalie on the short side. So, that smart hockey again by the Eveleth Golden Bears tonight.
And that is Leet. And now the North Shore Storm will come out with it. And we get a whistle stoppage of play with 2:31 left. So fast-moving second period here tonight as well.
Yeah, it is. This game has moved on. There's not been lots of whistles. A little different than the other night for us in Grand Rapids. There were so many icings, and the icings were created on that long pass that we've seen the icing done tonight. So I think that this is a nice moving game.
As Troutwine taken away by the Storm in front. Caden Costley had a chance. He just couldn't get through. Couldn't make that play to continue there as the Kyander sends it round the back behind the net, trying to get over it there to keep it in as Evan Skelton. He'll get it behind the net, and now picked up by Troutwine. Troutwine trying to work it back towards the front, back to Leet. And now the Troutwine has it. Troutwine will work it in. Held in over on the other side by Skelton. Comes out by Bilbin. Nate Bilbin trying to make a play around the D. And sent over as Nick Troutwine comes in. Troutwine gets ridden off the play. That was number 4 in there, Lucas Stadler. And now here's Tikkanen. Tikkanen all alone. Tikkanen shot! Goes over the top of the net. Oh, he'd probably like to have that one back again. Sully Tikkanen, great chance for the North Shore Storm as Lynn sends it back into the Storm end. Minute 14 left here, period number 2. As this is Schlottek. And sent back in by Tikkanen. Back behind Tikkanen out front, and 8, Ryder McMillan trying to get it over to him. Over to Zabraki over on the other side. We got 53 seconds held in by the Storm. Nope, they're saying that he did not hold it in. So face off outside the blue line here with 50.6 seconds left.
And Hermantown has just taken the lead on the Grand Rapids right now. And I do believe it may be number 27, Zam Plant.
And this is over the Bears, and Storm fight for that loose puck. Sent back into the Bears end, fired around by Isaac Swanson. And this is going to be an icing coming up here against the Storm.
It's nice to see Eveleth. They've been in some really close games. They got beat by Hermantown earlier this year. But they have 33 shots right now. 34 seconds left. They got a 4-1 lead in the second period. Jeff Terrell, the coach, the players, his assistant coaches, they all got to be feeling really good right now.
Send around is Ryder McMillan. No, it is picked up by Levander out front. Levander tries to send one backhander towards the net and just get through the traffic. Good job by the Storm defense in front to clear that puck away. As the Bears were closing in, 15 seconds left here, period number 2. And the Bears will keep it in with Interhard. All brought out here, sent back out by the Storm, and that's going to be an icing there as well.
May have spoke too soon about these icings. Well, there's 6.7 seconds left. 4-1 in favor of the Eveleth-Golden Bears. So
this is Levander. As picked up by Nate Bilbin behind the net, and that's going to end it for period number 2. So we'll have to get our scoring recap for that second period. We'll have to go down and get our numbers there. But good period for the Golden Bears there. Kind of Storm had a chance. They get back within 1, but then the Golden Bears come back and get those 2 additional goals there.
you know, I look at this team that for the North Shore, you know, their record right now is they just lost a game in overtime to International Falls 6-5 on Tuesday night. I mean, they won. They beat International Falls 6-5 on Tuesday night. So, you know, they got some good scorers. I mean, they got 3 guys that have 4 points. They're a gritty team. Their goalie, though, he is he's had 178 shots on net. Now it puts him over the 200 mark. So both these goalies on the ice tonight, they're both facing lots of shots. So it's just one of those things where right now it's going to be a matter of who's a little grittier coming out.
Right.
I think we're missing a barn burner down there in Hermantown right now. Thunderhawks just came back and tied the game up 3-3 now in the second period. I believe there's only 2 minutes left in the second period right now.
Yeah, that's a crazy good game down in Hermantown tonight. We should mention we want to thank our sponsors again. G&B Environmental specializes in proactive air and water filtration services, HVAC coil protection, cottonwood screening, insulation for cooling units, UV light air purification systems, and electrostatic disinfectant spraying for COVID-19 and other contagions. Give them a call today at 1-800-466-2018 or visit them online at gbeenvironmental.com. Minnesota Twister is a proud sponsor of Up North Hockey and wish best of luck to all the players on the season ahead and to have fun. Winnie Trading Post is your one-stop shop on the way to the lake. Located 12 miles north of Deer River on Highway 46 by Lake Winnebagosh, Winnie Trading Post offers gas, food, bait, propane, and everything in between. Find them on Facebook by searching Winnie Trading Post or stop by on your next trip to the lake. Stop at Iron Range Apparel for all your Minnesota-themed clothing and home decor. Located in the Thunderbird Mall, Iron Range Apparel offers lake, cabin, and home decor, along with a large variety of apparel. Grab a hockey hoodie for the rink or a winter hat for the cold Minnesota weather. Each item is designed in-house, paying special attention to the local history and heritage. Iron Range Apparel also offers wholesale pricing and custom screen printing. Find them on Facebook and Instagram or shop online at ironrange.shop. And good luck to all the players. For all your heating, air conditioning, and refrigeration needs in the Grand Rapids area, call Tony from Anthony's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Refrigeration at 218-256-1092 or find them on Facebook at Anthony's Heating, AC, and Refrigeration, LLC. The Rink Sports Grill in Eveleth offers casual family dining and a hockey-themed atmosphere. Try one of their daily specials or your favorites from their menu. The Rink Sports Grill offers 8 large screen TVs and 2 10-foot projection screens, so you never miss a minute of the game. The rink also offers large and small group seatings with meeting areas available. Full menu, limited menu, or buffet. They can cater your event, party, or meeting. That's the Rink Sports Grill at 301 Hattrick Avenue in Eveleth. Check them out today. Well, we've got one period coming up here, 17 minutes to go in regulation time for the third period. That's coming your way next year on Up North Hockey. We thank you for taking your time out of your busy night to join us here on this Thursday night from this very historic arena here in Eveleth, the Eveleth Hippodrome. We'll be back with third period action coming up next. All right, so third period of action just about getting ready underway here. Of course, I just want to recap our scoring. In our second period, North Shore gets on the board first to make it 2-1. At that point, Sully Tikkanen gets a goal from Carter Zabraki, second assist going to number 8, Ryder McMillan. That goal coming in 1:32. Then the Golden Bears go back up 3-1 at 2 minutes and 18 seconds. Brett Oakland getting a goal from Nick Troutwine, and a second assist going to number 3, Evan Skelton. And then Golden Bears make it 4-1 at 9:55 into the second period. Goal from 29, Neil Leet, and gets the first assist from number 16, Nick Kinder. Second assist going to Evan Skelton. And that's where we stand after 2 periods in the books. We're just about ready to go here. Third period of action. And now is Troutwine. Golden Bears control the puck off that face-off. Troutwine sends it over to Evan Skelton. Tipped in by Matson. And now sent back out by Isaac Swanson. Shot on goal. In the corner, Troutwine, and moving around is Brandon Lind. This is over on the other side, Brad Oakland. Now Lind has it. Back to Troutwine. Troutwine trying to send it up the boards and knocked in by the Storm Beck. Troutwine across ice. Over on the other side is Oakland, picks it up. Oakland sends it in. Shot over the top of the net. There's Oakland sending it just over the top of the net over Bilbin. And held in by Troutwine. And on a play, face-off is going to be outside the blue line here. When it's at 10.
Because we can plug it into that, and that won't interfere with us. Just need your cord.
And we just got to do some technical setup here. We got to charge our battery up. Sorry about that. Back behind the net as it's Skelton and trying to hold it in. As the Stadler will move it out. And back behind the net. Sent back out is sent back in by the Bears, Carson Antahar. And now Leet now breaking towards the net. Leet shot right on, saved by Bilbin. Great chance for Neil Leet to pick up his second goal of the game. And now sent back in by Gavin Skelton over on the other side. Just missed the target. And this is going to be nice. All right, sent wide of the net here, picked up as just sent wide of the net there by the Golden Bears. Troutwine has it. Troutwine over on the other side. Troutwine will bring it in.
Smart with the puck. He set up a couple of goals he's been smart with the puck. He couldn't get it passed out of the zone a few times, and he instead of just rushing it out, he has carried it out. He's got some shots on net himself. I think he's played quite well tonight.
And there's a shot over the top of the net. Yeah, certainly Trailwine 2 assists here on the night. He's had a nice game for the Golden Bears.
You know, and sometimes you'll see a hockey player, he may not even get on the board, and he could be the best guy on the ice because he's contributing so much. And that's what Trailwine has done tonight. He has contributed a lot to the game so far.
Lynn gets it up to Oakland. Oakland will knock it into the Storm end. This is Tikkanen. He'll get it back to Trailwine. Trailwine cross-ice pass over to Skelton. Skelton's shot gets blocked down. That was Tikkanen in on the block of the Skelton shot.
You know, that's sometimes right there what just happened right there, how that was shot was. You sure would like to see instead of take that shot, because how many times have I seen over the years, and you probably too, Randy, it hit the defender's pads, deflect back out in the zone, and there's a breakaway going the other way.
Right, yeah, that happens so fast.
Just dump it sometimes.
Lucas Stadler back in the corner, picked up by Matson now. Matson will get up over on the other side of Skelton. That's Gavin Skelton. And in front, Brandon Lind couldn't reach it before Billman had that save.
Yeah, watching these guys play, sometimes you see some urgency in them where they look to, trying to get rid of the puck or dump it down. Or I think sometimes, like I said earlier, defensemen who carry the puck out because they can't find nobody instead of throwing it out. Just smart hockey.
And sent into the corner is picked up by 13 Wallen. And now the Bears have it with Jared Dillich. Now taken away by Stadler. Stadler is going to get it, move it through center ice. Now Schlottek has it. Schlottek back his own end of the ice, picked up and taken away by the Storm for a moment. And Schlottek has it. Schlottek will move it through center ice and up back in by Carson Intihar. Back behind the net is Levander. Shot in front, and Intihar puts that in to make it 5-1 for the Bears.
Nice play. Nice. So that's just what I was talking about. You know, the stick movement, the puck movement, I should say, the stick handling, not panicking, not throwing it away. Watching knowing where your players are, taking your time. That was a beautiful goal. You know, kind of. There's nothing the North Shore goalie could do about it. You know.
Carson Intihar, that's his second goal of the night for the Golden Bears. So we'll see if we can pick up the assist on there as Tikkanen brings it back in for the Storm. Tikkanen trying to get it over on the other side in front to Zabrocki. Zabrocki loses it, and Intihar turns it back the other way with Levander. Levander shot on. And the assist, Cooper Levander on the first assist, second assist going to number 14, Jared Dillich, on the goal from Carson Intihar, his second of the night. 12:02 to go here in period number 3. 5-1 Bears over the Storm. This is Tikkanen. Tikkanen brings it across the blue line. Tikkanen sent over and dumped out by the Bears' Dillich. Dillich has it. Dillich trying to get over to Levander, and Trailwine picks it up. Trailwine sending it over to Neil Leet, and dumped in by the Bears' Evan Skelton. Now Stadler has it. Stadler moving through as Trailwine picks it up. Trailwine over to Grahik. Grahik's shot gets blocked down. Nice defensive play by number 13 of the Storm. That's Errol Wallen. Grahik holding it in for the Bears. Gets it back in the corner. Stadler has it. Stadler over to Beck. Back to Stadler. Stadler moving through. Stadler along the half wall and moves it ahead. Is picked up by the Bears' Lind. And Lind will grab a nice little play from Grahek. Lind making a move in. Lind with a shot on goal! Brandon Lind! Got the 6th goal for the Golden Bears here.
And I do believe that's his 2nd goal of the game. I think there's 3 players with 2 goals apiece, so you may have your work cut out for you tonight to pick one of these guys.
Yeah, that is Brandon Lind's 2nd of the game. And we've also got Carson Hintar with 2 goals as well.
I'd say, though, as a forward, I think Carson's played a really strong game for Eveleth. Brandon always plays a strong game. On defense, Nick Troutwine, he's played a really good game. They're just playing smart hockey.
So Nick Troutwine, his 3rd assist on the night, and 1st assist going to Brett Oakland on that 6th goal for the Golden Bears. So Troutwine having a nice night here with the hat trick and assist. So yeah, it's gonna be tough to pick a player of the game here out of this. Hopefully maybe somebody else will do something else.
Maybe one of them 3 will get another goal.
Not to say anything bad against North Shore or wish anything bad against them. I want to be very clear about that.
Make it easy for us.
I'm just trying to make it easy on myself, but that's pretty selfish. Let's sent back in by the Storm as a Golden Bear Schlottick gets it up to Matson. Matson will work it around, and he'll bring it through center ice. Nice hard hit put on by Ryder McMillan for the Storm there. Schlottick slends over to Skelton. And sent in to Gavin Skelton. Matson, get it back to Schlottick. Schlottick sends a shot in front. Had Jared Delich just in front of the net, just couldn't get the pass to him. Gavin Skelton sends it back into the Storm end. We got 9:05 left here, period number 3. And the Golden Bears, Gavin Skelton. Centering pass out front. And just couldn't get through to Jared Delich. The Storm fired out for an icing.
The one thing I see here is John and Deb Monson. They just said, great job, Bears. Nice goal, Brandon. The goals I've seen Brandon score this year, they've been really nice, hard shot goals. In Greenway, he got 2 goals over there in that first game. They were really good goals, and now he's got 2 more here tonight. And they've been both really good shots, nice goals.
And this is at center ice now, picked up by the Storm. And moving back in is number 17, firing it back in. That's Grayson Peterson of the Storm back behind the net. The Storm will control it. And Peterson over along the half wall, picked up by Troutwine now here. Troutwine gets it over to Intihart, now picked up. Yeah, Troutwine come back the other way. Troutwine out behind the net, moving around. And he will keep control of it.
It looked like he was going to carry it in his glove behind the net there for a minute.
Yeah. As it is picked up by Delich. And I'll fire it back out to center by the Storm, sent in back by Skelton. Evan Skelton sending it in. And this is Lind trying to pick up that loose puck, and Lind has it at center ice. He'll bring it back into the Storm end. Bilbin out there to leave it for Swanson. Moved ahead by the Storm, picked up by Bilbin. Bilbin works it in. Bilbin gets behind the defender. Kind of loses an edge there as Brandon Lind in there to help out for the Bears. Lind has it. Lind sends it over to Grahek. Grahek dumps it back in for the Bears. Grahek, Lind, and Schlottick will have to retreat to center ice as their line tags up. And sent in by the Bears, Neil Leet, as dumped out by the Storm. Lind touches it. Now the Storm have it. Picking it up is number 11. And sent back in by Isaac Swanson, just behind the net, as Nate Bilbin has it. Bilbin sends it in, picks up by Tikkanen now. Tikkanen's got the only goal for the Storms here in this game. And the fired out of play. So we get 6:29 to go here. Over on the other side, Lind, and it's Troutwine has it. Troutwine to Matson. Back to Troutwine. And this is going to be an icing is the call. Was it? Yeah. And now it's Tikkanen. Tikkanen sends it across ice. And now this is Lind sending it back in. Lind over to Troutwine. Lind, little backhander in front, trying to get it to Oakland in front. Storm will turn it back the other way. And here's a chance for the Storm. Moving in, shot! Just got through there. Tikkanen had a chance for the Storm to get them the second goal of the game here.
Now, if you hear some buzzing noises out there, that's because we're charging up a phone real quick here, folks.
Yeah, so if you get a little buzzing noise, we apologize for that.
We just want to make it to the end of the game.
Yeah. Boy, my phone was at
it's colder than
90
here, though.
Yeah, it is colder in here, so I think that makes a big difference because it was not 90% at the beginning of the game. So, but anyway, this is held back over on the other side as Storm keep it in. And that's number 6, keeping it in for the Storm. That's Cole Anderson back on D. And I'll turn around. Storm trying to bring it back in. Now picked up by Cooper Levander. Levander has it. Gets it over to Delich. Back to Levander. Just couldn't complete that. Great chance for Delich and Levander there. Delich into Har, working for that loose puck in front as the Storm will move it around with Swanson. Comes out to center, and Storm will send it right back on Andrew Terrell. Schlottick at center ice. Schlottick moving around with 4:26 to go here in our hockey game. 6-1, the Golden Bears over the North Shore Storm. And moving around, the Storm moving through is Nate Bilbin. Gets it back into the Golden Bears end. Over to Schlottick. Schlottick over on the other side is picked up by Leet. Leet through center into Grahek, and the Storm are going to turn it back with Wesley Beck. Now taken away by Brandon Lind. Lind trying to make a move. Swanson behind the net, picked up by Brandon Lind. Lind back to Troutwine. Ahead, and no, it is picked up by Swanson. He'll knock it around the boards. Picked up by Brandon Lind. Lind over to Skelton. Back to Lind. Lind centering for Grahek out front. Grahek trying to make a play in front of the net there. Back behind the net as the Storm work it out to center ice. And Brandon Lind has it. Lind. And now taken away here is Wesley Beck, brings it back in for the Storm. Now Grahek. Cooper Grahek bringing it in here. Grahek over to, nice play over to Oakland. Oakland Nice pass in between his legs, trying to get it over to the other forward, breaking in as Oakland has another chance. And this is Lind over to Oakland. Madsen out front. And good defense by the Storm, closing down the passing lanes there. As this is Gavin Skelton. Skelton sends it over and taken away by Ryder McMillan. And now it is Troutwine. Oakland moving around. Oakland shot on and a big save by goaltender Ryan Bilbin.
Nice glove. That was real nice. That was nice by Oakland, the way he cut to the middle like that. I like to see the big guys do that. They cut and they can keep that stick hidden and they keep the defender off their body because there's nothing they can do about it. And he was able to do that and get that nice shot. And so Eveleth's just playing an all-around good game this evening.
And sent Schlottig, loose puck in front. Here's a chance, a little backhand chance opportunity for Cooper Levander in front. Intar looking for that hat trick tonight. He's got 2 on the night, but Storm able to get that out of there. Tikkanen touches it. And now Intar trying to turn it back the other way, but Zabraki brings it in offside for the Storm.
Watching a few of these guys, Brandon Lynn working hard trying to get that goal. Indahar working hard to get that third goal. So these guys are skating really hard right now. That's good though, because that's where you're going to pick up. Maybe things can change a little bit. Maybe you know that you can play well the next game.
Exactly. It helps you, gives you momentum going into your next game of play. So and this is Schlottig. Schlottig sends it into the corner. Down there to get it is Levander. Now Intar sends it towards the net, goes wide of the net. And now it is picked up by Tikkanen. Tikkanen trying to work it ahead and turn back the other way with Jared Delich. Delich into Levander. Levander now picked up by Intar, fires it in the corner. We've got 1:04 left here in period number 3. And Tikkanen tips it in for the Storm. Picked up by Schlottig. And now Brandon Lind brings it back in. Lind trying to make a move around the D. Lind has it. Slides it over to Leet. Leet! Shot! Goal! Neil Leet has his second goal of the game.
So we got 3 2-goal scorers and 1 3-assist guy.
Yeah. Wow, that's pretty balanced scoring for the.
Yeah, it is. It'd be interesting to
tonight.
see. Maybe Mr. Troutwine was on. He probably wasn't on the ice for that one.
So we got less than a minute to go. That coming at 16 minutes and some change there. That goal. We'll get the official scoring goal. Goes over the top of the net. Yeah. Huh, they're saying Tommy Schlottig got that goal.
Oh, I thought not have touched it.
I thought Leet got that, but Schlottig must have got it. So we take that back. We did not get our third goal scorer. Sent back by Anderson back from the point, and that's going to do it here. The Golden Bears are going to get a 7-1 victory over the North Shore Storm. Well, again, just recapping our scoring here in the third period, 4-12. In the third period, the Golden Bears make it 5-1. This was a goal from Carson Intahar, his second of the game. And then the assist going to Cooper Levander, second assist to number 14, Jared Delich. And then the Bears make it 6-1, 6:26 into that third period. A goal from Brandon Lynn, his second goal of the game. Got the first assist from number 12, Brett Oakland. Second is going to Nick Troutwine. And then capping off the scoring. So they did give, right, yeah,
They took it off the board, but so it was
another
a good
busy
game.
night.
It was fun, Randy. I had a great time doing it.
again, our final score here tonight, the Eveleth-Gilbert Golden Bears 7 and the North Shore Storm 1. Don't forget, tomorrow night, Eric and I will be in Hibbing for a big Iron Range Conference battle between the Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets and the Greenway Nashua Keewatin Raiders. That game coming up again tomorrow night. We will have JV junior varsity action at 5 o'clock, varsity action at 7 o'clock. We'll have both games for you tomorrow night. Again, tonight, not able to get the JV game in here because I work until 4:30. So, and I live in Hibbing, so it'd be virtually impossible to get over here and get set up for the JV game. So I apologize for the JV players that we weren't able to do their game here tonight, but we certainly try to do our best to get those games in as well. So thanks again for joining us here tonight. For Eric Johns, I'm Randy Catern saying good night from the historic Eveleth Hippodrome. Final score here tonight, Eveleth-Gilbert Golden Bears 7 and the North Shore Storm 1. Good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow night.